welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to film my cash to fin for week 4 of February. So we'll go through and we'll count the money up first. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 90. So £190 to stuff today. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to put this money over to the side. I'm not going to unstuff my Saffiano yet. Basically, my parents are coming to stay again at the end of the week. So I'm filming this on the Sunday before you'll see it on the Friday. But what it does mean is that we've not done our food shop for this week yet. But because I'm having to pre-film this video, this will be next week's food shop money. So I'm just going to put that to the side and we won't worry about that. What it also means is that we won't be unstuffing any money from... So I just realised that we went to the cinemas last night, so there is a little bit of leftover change, so we will use that today for our minis, and then we've literally got 72p as well here. So let's grab this binder first. So I ordered some more. I've actually got some Happy Mail. I've ordered some dashboards, some of the half dashboards, and I also managed to get my hands on the Death Die Scratch and Sink the Notes version by Rainbow Budgets and Plans and Miss Budgets. So you'll have probably seen this now on loads of people's channels, but you basically choose your 12 sinking funds, which I've done. Oh, where's the other page? There. And then you roll the little dice that came with it, and then you roll this dice first and it tells you where it's going, and then you roll this dice and then you go to whatever number page and then you scratch off one from there, and then yeah, you reallocate that money straight into the sinking fund. So I'm very excited to start that, so I'm just going to put that at the back there. But yeah, so this Challengers half dash is new. This was in my personal binder before, but I've just swapped it out for this. I think this might actually be her spring dashboard, but I already had that in there. But yeah, that's new. It's the bigger dashboard. So yeah, that's new in here. And then we've got this is just in here to remind me to do it. Obviously I know the money doesn't actually go into here, but it's more that visual reminder so that I don't forget to do it when I'm doing my challenge binder. So we'll just very quickly, all we need to do on here is 2 1p's, which finishes that row, 1 20p and 1 50p. So yeah, that is them all done. So we'll put those back into there. And then on here, what's that? So we've got 72. So if we did 58, we'd do 14, which is free as well. So yeah, let me just grab this here. So we'll do this 58. So 58 and 14, which is here. Perfect. So we'll put this binder away now, and we'll just put this money into the jar, and we shall start in our travel binder. So Tokyo's not getting anything this week, but we are going to put £10 into our trip fund. So we will get £10 and add it into our accommodation. So in here we've now got 50 in the bank, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So £10 away from reaching 100, and then that should be enough to do us for a night in York. So yeah, we can get that, look at getting that booked. So yeah, we'll just pop this back in here, and then that is it for the travel binder. So next we're going to go into long term. So firstly, our car maintenance is going to get £10. So let's find the right colour. So in car maintenance we now have 50 in the bank, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So pop that back in there. Then we're going to go to emergency, which gets £10. We'll do this one here, and this again can be condensed now for another 10. So in emergency fund we've now got 500 in the bank, then 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So 580. Not doing too bad for our £1,000 by the end of the year. And then I think the last thing that's getting in here is just my car insurance, which gets £20. So 10 and 20. So in here we've now got 400 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So for 80. Perfect, that is that done. So next we'll go into our home binder. So this week Oliver and Alvin are just going to get £10. So in here we've got 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. So 195 for the boys. Gift is going to get £10. This has now got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 75. Now I am changing how I'm doing gifts. So I'm actually getting a new binder for birthdays. It's going to have in it. So basically I've got everybody their own envelope. We sort of do between 20 and £30 per person for birthdays. So instead of just doing it into here, I'm actually going to do it so that everybody's got their own envelope, and then we'll just sort of work through them in order. If there's ever any money left over, if it's a note, it'll go into the next person's, and we'll just kind of do it like that. And then probably budget around 50 for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Yeah, so it'd sort of be my mum, my partner's mum, and then sort of his stepmum we get a little bit of something for. And then for Father's Day, yeah, they'd be my dad and my partner's dad. So £50 sort of works quite well for each of them. So yeah, not yet. As soon as the stuff comes for that, we'll show you, and yeah, I'll set it up on camera with you guys, but that will be changing soon. So next we've got home maintenance, which is going to get £5. So this has got 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. So that's starting to build up quite nicely again. And then last thing in here is home insurance, which is getting, oh, that's a highlighter, that's not a Sharpie, which is getting its usual £10 per week. Oh, so in here we've now got 250 in the bank, 270, 80, 90 and £300. So that's really good. That's not due till April, so we've got a bit of time to just save those last couple of, what will we have, sort of another 6 weeks probably to save. That'll be fine. And yeah, that's everything for the home binder. So I'll just really quickly show you my other, nothing in here is going to get stuffed. I'll just show you the new dashboard in here. So this one says future, and it's the nice purple one, That's literally all that's changed. Everything else is the same. The only thing I have done in here actually is I've taken out a few envelopes because I wasn't really stuffing into this at all, and some things just weren't a priority. So like for example, we had an envelope for camping. Now we have no plans to do any camping holidays at the moment, and probably for the rest of the year, to be fair. Obviously we're doing Tokyo, and then we'd like to go away somewhere for my birthday, but that won't be a camping trip. So I've taken out camping for now. So we've still got date night, we've still got days out. Camping was here, and that's now come out just for now, just because yeah, it wasn't getting anything and there was kind of no point in it being in here. There was £20 in there, so I have put that into my birthday because I need to have this finished by June this year. So I've added it all up, and I am about £75 away from having what I'd like to have in that in my birthday, sort of having the 500 by June. So yeah, it's coming on really nicely. Like I said, I just put a little bit more into, I did it into rolling with the times. But yeah, so there is an envelope that has disappeared from there. I'll just put this away now, and we'll go into our rainbow stacking cups, which is my debt binder. So this week we are going to add another 5. So we are in this one here. So put 5 in there. Perfect. And yeah, so next time we stuff that will be our next 25, which is brilliant. So we have got £40 left, and this is for our challenges. So let me get out my 2026 annuals binder. So we're going to finish off this Cashbook Cute one today by adding the last 5. So we'll do another purple one down here. Also, if I've just said 5, but it's 10 that we're adding. These are £10 each, so 10 going into here. So this has now got add that in there. So we've now got 20, 30, 40, 50, £65. What I'm going to do is I'll leave that to dry, and we'll get out March and just put that in the front of there. So we are ready for next time. So 25 in 2025 this week is getting 10. So this has now got in here 20, 30, 45, 50, which is perfect. And then we will go, not going to do this one this week because we finished it last week. So next we need to do our 52-week Mega Saver. So again for this, I'm just going to do numbers 1 to 6. Perfect. And then is this the right one? Yeah, we've got an orange on here. So we have got a yellow, which is 2. So I'll swap this up actually because I don't want to just use my leftover for it. So yeah, let's swap this into 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we'll put this £5 note in. So we just want to add 2 into there. So now in our 52-week Mega Save, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1 and 2. So £62. Perfect. Right, so then going back to here, we can add £15 into this one. Oh, put the challenge in there for some reason. So now I did add another £10 into this, I believe. I got rid of some of my challenges from my other binder because, again, there was too many and I wasn't going to get them all done. So I'd rather put bigger amounts into things like the Connect 4, the Rainbow Geometric. Which other ones have I kept? Knockout 9, which, by the way, I want to get the Knockout Nightmare. That looks really good fun. And on the £5 challenge I was doing, then I added in the Death Dice Scratch and Sink. So, yeah. So there was £10 I think that was left. I put it into this one because obviously it is quite a big challenge. I want to make sure we get it done. So we'll cross off that 15 and we'll put that in here. So this has now got 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85 and 90. So £90 in there, which means that then when we bring this back in December, we've only got 35 to put in there, and then that will be done. So that's really good. So let's do that into the front bit, that into the back bit, and yeah, so that is that binder done as well. And then I'm just going to grab 2 more placeholders for those £2. So we've only got 5 this week, so we'll yeah, it's not going to be a very long minis. However, some is better than none. So I'm just going to lay them out like this. I'll get them out if they get some love, because I'm not sure that they all will do. And we need that on there. Right, let's just use one dice today, because, well, we're not going to be, it's not going to save loads of time, is it? 2, let's see what we get. Purple, which is 1, 6, 6, and 5. So these 3 didn't get any love at all. So put those away. So we just need to colour in a purple on here. I'm so sorry, I have to concentrate so much when I colour that in. I'm going to leave that one out just to dry. Get rid of that one. Once. Then the Sauce Budgeting Life Cherry one got 2, so we'll do this one here. Then up there. Those into there. And then 2 for this one as well. So we'll do this 2 down here. Now this one here has only got £5 to go, so it's going towards anniversary, which is in April, so I'm hoping that this one might actually be finished maybe within the next couple of weeks, and then yeah, it'll mean I can reallocate that into our anniversary pot. Is this one dry? Near enough. So we'll pop, oh no, I've smudged it already on the envelope. Okay, I'll leave it, I will put it back in afterwards. But yeah, let's just put these back into here. And I will just say thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. I will, now I'm going to go and film my cash count up and condensing for February. So that'll be out probably a couple of days after you're watching this video. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.